What's up, guys? My name is Mr. Green, and we are at the final one, like the actual final one. This is it. We are here at Mr. M.A.A.d and the Big Steppers. It's Tuesday. It's hot. Well, it's not too hot, actually. It's one of the cooler days. I'm like home from school. My hair's all messy. I feel all gross and sticky. I want to take a shower, but the videos must happen. So we are at the final one. It's been a crazy journey. It's been like a year. I have a finale video for the Kendrick Lamar series coming soon. Hopefully, this one's gonna take a bit. I might put out some other videos to like hold you over some one-word reviews of things. But there's a finale, and then we start someone who I will tell you at the end of the video, because you might not know if you didn't watch the end of my reaction to the Good Kid, M.A.A.d Deluxe, which you can watch right up there. And so we're here, the double album, Mr. M.A.A.d and the Big Steppers. Let's get right into it, but I need you to subscribe. I need you to subscribe, I need you to watch the videos, because I want you to. That's about it. You don't really have to. But let's go. So the first disc is the Big Steppers side, which I think is odd because it's Mr. M.A.A.d and the Big Steppers, but the Big Steppers was first. But whatever. The difference between the two is that if I could describe the Big Steppers, is it has some kind of goldish, yellowish aura around it. And the Mr. M.A.A.d side has like a dark blue, like kind of like a dark yellow type of aura around it. This one's a lot more brighter because we have bright bops like Die Hard and Purple Hearts. I'm not the biggest fan of Purple Hearts. I think the Ghostface Killah verse is just like the passion in his voice is crazy. And I think like it's kind of catchy, the yeah baby, and you know Summer Walker got her iconic line in there. I just think it could have been developed a bit more. Die Hard, I love Die Hard though. Like it invokes emotion in me. You know, do you love me? Do you trust me? Can I trust you? Don't judge me. I'm a die hard. It gets ugly. Like hits me right here in the emotionals. And I think Blast and Amanda I forgot her name. Here's her name. Sorry for forgetting how to say it. I think their chorus was amazing. I love the shout to Digital Underground. We love Digital Underground here. So I think that song is just beautiful. N95, it's got those synths that's like kind of like feels like 2000s Kanye type synths, and you know it comes together beautifully. It's got the best chorus since Central C's Doja, which came out after, so it had the best chorus until Central C's Doja. And it also had, what I didn't know, was an unused Kendrick Lamar verse for Vents by Baby Keem. You know, na, 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 hello to the Big Steppers, na, 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 na. You know, it used to be hello to the Range Brothers. I think it was Range Brothers, but that doesn't matter. I think the song slaps. I think it's starting to become a bit much. You know, it's not like the best song on the album, but it's great. I think United in Grief is, it really sets the scene, sets the stage for what I'm about to say, which is that this is a very theatrical album. I feel like a tour of this could almost be like a stage performance of the album. Like you go to a theater, the curtains are raised and like the doors are locked, and it's just like some crazy like theater performance, because like the drums and all that, like the pianos, it just gives me like the impression that like I'm sitting down and I'm watching a play. Maybe that was just me, but I mean I really get that sense. And you know, the switch ups with like the instrumental from like the drums and the pianos, I think it's done like immaculately. And Kendrick's rapping like he's got a gun to his head. He's just going off. He's like there's so much lyrical content in between this first song with the I Grieve Different and all that, which there's a lot of themes about grief throughout this whole album, but I don't want to get into all the themes because that's for you to find out. I think Worldwide Steppers is underrated a little bit. I like the beat. I don't even know what it is. I'm a killer, he's a killer. I like the sentiment of the song. I think he goes into like some deep places, and also his first inclusion of Kodak Black, which I don't know if I'm never gonna be able to get my Big Steppers reaction out, which is the whole reason why I'm even doing Kendrick Lamar, because I knew an album was coming, like with like a within reason that I could start this, and then I can't even post a reaction. But I'm gonna play here's my initial reaction to seeing Kodak Black on the album. Won't play my Worldwide Steppers part because I said a dumb thing about Lil Wayne, and I don't want that out there in the world. But I think Kodak Black's use throughout this album, which I'll get into more on the Mr. M.A.A.d side, I think it was done really well. The Rich interlude is actually really good. Like the piano behind him and the poem, which I believe he did write, is really good. Like, it's incredible. Like, his ability for like poetry, like not even kind of like rapping, because like I forget that it rhymes. Same with another song on this side, which I'll get into in a minute. But I mean, everything he's saying does rhyme, but it's like subtle, and like the way he's like delivering it, like in a kind of spoken word type, it feels like he's at a TED Talk, TED Talk with Kodak Black, but there's a guy on the piano, and that piano is crazy. The pianos on here are crazy. Father Time, that piano loop is amazing. And Sampha's chorus, I mean, I know some people like it, some people don't. I love Sampha's chorus on Father Time, and the themes throughout Father Time, I think are really good. They probably resonate with a lot of people. I remember. Won't tell that story. I'll tell that story in my finale video. So remind me when I get there. But I mean, the sentiments can resonate with a lot of people. Maybe even people that don't even have that like that strong issues with their father figure. I don't. But I think it's a really well done song. But anyway, back to the Rich Interlude. It just shows that Kendrick brings out something in artists that isn't really brought out on their own works. Like, you'll never see Kodak Black do something like Rich Interlude on one of his own albums. Like, never, not in a million years. So I'm grateful that he did give him this opportunity. And when I first heard this, I thought like his inclusion was to kind of show like how like one of these rappers can have like a lot to say, but like are just kind of doing the ignorance type deal. That's what I got out of it. So I was kind of wondering, I was like, Jesus, at least he didn't put Rich the Kid on here, because I know they got that song together. But there are other reasons, which I didn't clock on to, because no one's complained about Kodak Black being featured on other people's albums like Future, which was like a month before this came out, but now everyone's whining about Kodak Black. But it's not like he's a saint or nothing. But I digress. Now, just real quick, just get this out of the way. Rich Spirit, love it. Love the chorus. And he brings back the brother flow. Anyway, We Cry Together. That is a feat. That is his biggest feat since, I think, Sing About Me. It's lyrically, it is, not like sonically. Taylor Page and him just have that rapport that I forget that I'm like listening to a song, and I forget that it rhymes. Everything they're saying rhymes, and I'm just not even noticing that. I'm just listening to this vicious argument, which just is soaked in so much commentary. I do not have the maturity level nor the intellect to get into it. So you listen to it for yourself and watch that video. You're not getting that reaction of the video either, for obvious reasons. I did not go in prepared, and I don't feel like editing it. I could try. You might get a We Cry Together reaction. Depends. I don't want to. I already said it, so I kind of have to. If it doesn't get blocked, you'll get it. But it's just, the way they managed to pull this off is incredible. I think they deserve an Academy Award nomination for their short film, because the one take and the way that they're just like saying it all, they're not lip syncing. I think that's incredible how they pulled that off. I just think it's a feat in every way of the world. So the Mr. Morale side, big steppers, Jesus. See, this is why maybe it should have been Big Steppers and Mr. Morale, but that doesn't sound as good. Maybe you should have put the Mr. Morale disc first, but it's like more doom and gloomy than the first one. But really well done. Love it. Great job. Mr. Morale. Count Me Out, I think, is good. I think sonically it's got like that gospel, it's got that like influence. The beat just evolves throughout the whole song. It's never been one that I'm like fully gravitated towards. Like, I won't go out of my way to listen to it a bunch, but I'm not gonna say it's a bad song because it isn't. I just don't think it's my type of music. Crown, I think, gets overhated. I think the piano loop on that is, or not even piano loop, it's like, I think it's someone playing the piano. I think that's done really well. And the themes of like, I can't please everyone, I think it's really well done. Silent Hill. Oh, I love Silent Hill. Amazing artwork. This is artwork. Anyone that says otherwise is a fool and deserves to be slapped across the face. I think that beat is really well done. The pew, pew, pew. Sounds great. Kodak Black comes through with his best feature verse, in my opinion. Like, I didn't know he could do this good. Like, this is him doing like his thing, his Kodak Black thing, but slightly elevated. And I think he's done really well. And I think Kendrick's part is, I mean, it's not amazing, but I mean, for what it is, like showing, like going back into like that little trap genre, I think it's done really well. I can see the influence from Baby Keem and Playboi Carti on this song. It's definitely something that I think people would like to see them do more. Definitely more Baby Keem. Speaking of, the Savior interlude, which is also some of the best lyricism I've seen out of Baby Keem, because it's just nothing but like the piano and Baby Keem's voice. I think these interludes are a real lyrical showcase for the artists on here, because no one goes to listen to Kodak Black and Baby Keem for the lyrical focus. They go to listen to it for the sonic ability. You're not listening to Playboi Carti for the same reason you listen to Method Man. But I think it's a good showcase that they got little lyrical ability, and I think it's nice how they start introducing the Mr. Morale into the whole album. Then you got Savior. Savior is him addressing that savior complex that everyone keeps pinning on Kendrick Lamar for valid reason. Don't get it twisted. Don't say it's don't think I think it's unfair that people put the savior complex on him, because he had a savior complex. And again, sonically, this one's really inventive. I think it's really cool what him and Baby Keem managed to pull off on this song, and I think it's one of the best ones on here. Now, Auntie Diaries is divisive, of course. For me personally, the message resonated with me perfectly. I have no complaints here. I think the song is done incredibly, and I think this is the only period in time where a song like this will be possible. Because from here on out, I don't think a song like this is gonna fly anymore. But as for right now, and for the targeted demographic, because I don't think the song is made for people in the LGBTQ plus community. I think it's made for people that have maybe a bit more ignorance towards the subject. But I think Kendrick pulled it off really well. I don't think he was being disrespectful at all. And, it resonated with me, like, on the stream, like what he was saying, the story, like, it moved me. Like, there was a little bit of water in my eyes. And I wish I could show you, but PG Lang just wants to put me down, so you're not going to see it. And maybe for the best. I didn't wear a bandana and my forehead looking crazy. But I don't even have a bandana on right now. But, I mean, it looked massive. I'm not even going to lie. But Auntie Diaries, for me, is a highlight. I think he explained his perspective on the subject really well, and I have no complaints here. Mr. Morale took some time to grow on me, but Pharrell's production is just amazing. It's dark. It's got a dark blue aura around it, in my opinion. Like, I mean, I said this whole side has that aura around it, but it's really because of these last 3 songs, honestly. And I mean, I feel like the beat almost starts off like Jaws-esque kind of the that's what I kind of got. I think Tana Leon's inclusion on this song is done really well. Kendrick's going in with that passion in his voice, pulled off really well. Mother I Sober did get water out of my eyes. This is a very, very heavy song. I think it might be the most difficult Kendrick song to listen to, because the voice he's using, the Portishead feature, it's all just engineered to it's like I'm watching Mystic River, but somehow it's just a bit harder to hear. Like, if you see Mystic River, you know the kind of movie it is, and you know the vibes it gives off. And this one just makes it feel way more intense and real, like it's happening before your very eyes. And I mean, hats off to Kendrick and Beth Gibbons and all of them for making this song possible. I think it's incredible, but it's not the easiest song to listen to, or the easiest one to talk about. So I'm gonna move on to Mirror, which is easily my least favorite song. I think it's never really stuck with my head. Like, I've only recently started to remember how the song goes, which is I choose me, I'm sorry. But I think as the finale to this whole album, double album, mind you, after Mother I Sober, I think it's a bit underwhelming. It's not a bad song by any means, but I mean, if it just finished off stronger, I think this would be a perfect album. But I think the closer is just a bit underwhelming in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. I know people love Mirror. Some people do. I don't really know. I don't really care about other people's opinions. But Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers is worth the wait. I didn't wait. I just waited 1 year. But for those of you that waited 5 years, that is tough. And I commend you all for not expiring He's already working on the next album. Well, we should have it before 2030. So look out for that. And as for me, I think on the scale of A to A plus to F, there's no F minuses. I haven't given out an F at all in anything. Ooh, I think it'll be easier to give out Fs in music, if I'm being honest, than movies. I don't know. We'll see. And don't worry, I will bring back movie reviews at some point. Fear not, fear not. But as it stands, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers is a great album, and I'm going to give Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers an A. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the end. It's been a journey. It's moved me. It's been a lot. It's been a lot. Been a great time. Way over time. Thank you all for coming on this journey with me. If you are watching from the future, thank you for watching the videos and giving me money. And just subscribe. Look out for more videos. We got the Kendrick Lamar series finale coming up soon. Look out for that. And yeah, subscribe. Watch my videos. Look out for what comes next. I'm excited. Bye-bye.